Most of us think of heart health issues as a common problem of aging, but many babies are born with a host of heart issues, including the need for transplants. Here is a success story beyond imagining. Nick Carlisle began his transplant journey as a little one, and he is here with his mom and author Susan Carlisle May to share their incredible story of hope and success. Good morning to the two of you.
Good morning.
Well, Susan, since you're the mama, I'm going to start with you. In that moment when you knew that Nick was going to have some serious heart issues, tell us about that.
It was devastating. No matter what I could imagine, I could not even dream of something being as bad as what we were facing with Nick. And it was completely out of the blue. Had no idea he was going to be born with a heart birth defect, and certainly not such a severe one.
And so, talk to us a little bit about that process. So, what were the surgeries over? Now it's been 30-something years. What has Nick been through?
Well,
what have you been through, Mama?
When I wrote the book, I went back and I thought, whoa, why did we put that child through so much?
Well, you had to, I guess, right?
He had his first heart surgery when he was 5 days old, and a heart, or everybody's heart, is about the size of your fist. So they were doing heart surgery on something the size of a walnut. Wow. And then he had another heart surgery at 3.5 months, and the nerve to his diaphragm was nicked, and he spent 6 weeks on a respirator in ICU. Finally came home, lost a lot of developmental time during that period of his life, but he rallied back. And then when he was 1 year old, he had another surgery on the other side, and then just before he was to turn 2, Dr. Canner, his heart surgeon, said, "How do you feel about a heart transplant?" And that was the next best step for Nick, and so he was transplanted, and did very well for years to come.
Well, Nick, here you sit. You're a testimony to your mother's tenacity and determination and some great medicine. So tell us about your life now and how you're doing.
So I'm currently 31. I am married. I have a young daughter. Been with Walmart almost 10 years now. So I just work, come home, play with my baby girl, and just like any other husband, does what the wife says at home.
That's always good. That's always good. Susan, where can we learn more about your story? And because I think it's so encouraging and hopeful.
You can go to my website, which is Susan Carlisle, SusanCMay.com, and you can go on Amazon. And the book is Nick's New Heart, 30 Years and Counting. And it's also available at Barnes & Noble, Kobo, and iTunes.
All right, so the fascinating story to share. Thank you both for being with us this morning, and many more years of health and joy and grandchildren.
Well, thank you. Thanks for having us.
We'll talk to you soon. We'll be back with more Lifestyles after this.